Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Very good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. 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 Tell me any doubt regarding any doubt regarding last class? Last class रे जहाँ पढ़ा ହେଇଥିଲା କିଛି doubt ଅଛି କି? ଯଦି doubt ଅଛି
No,
ତାହେଲେ
sir.
clarify କରିବା ତାପରେ ଆଗକୁ ଯିବା.
No, sir.
Right. So as per our discussion, we will discuss today motivation and job satisfaction.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Have you gone through the study material?
Yes, sir.
Have you an idea about the motivation? You got any idea? Motivation? କିଛି idea ପାଇଲ କି motivation ପଢିକିରି? Don't worry about that. Don't worry. If you have gone through the study material and not able to get an idea, I am here to clarify those doubts. Okay? Don't be afraid of or don't be reluctant or don't be think that heaven will fall on you if you will not able to go through the study material or if you are not able to understand the study material. I have told you repeatedly, the study materials prepared by IGNO are considered as one of the best study material in the world, in the academics. But thing is, the study materials are not at the first sight you can able to know. You have to know the concepts, then go through the study material, then it will be easy on your part to understand the concepts there. Okay, don't worry about that. So today we will start motivation. Fine. Pen and paper with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we will see introduction or meaning of motivation. Meaning of motivation. Nature of motivation. Importance of motivation. Theories of motivation. Conclusion. Okay, this is our course structure.
Yes, sir.
Then first meaning of motivation. Told you. If you remember functions of organization, remember in
Yes,
functions of organization, the one function say that direction is one of the important function of an organization. So I have expressed, tell and explained to you that who can be a director? Director can be a person who is well acquainted with communication, motivation, and involvement. Remember,
yes,
if
sir.
you attended the class, then you can able to know that in functions of organization, there is a function known as directing. In directing, who can be a director or a directing can be possible when the director or the person can able to know or well acquainted with the concept of communication, motivation, and involvement. In that class, I have explained motivate. From motivate, it is motivation. Okay, so motivate, every word has its, every letter has its meaning. M-O-T-I-V-A-T-E, motivate. Make others to take interest in various activities through enthusiasm. Clear? So meaning of motivation say that if someone is not interested, enthusiastically interested, then you cannot motivate him or her. When someone is more enthusiastically interested, then only he or she can be motivated. As you cannot motivate a saint to starve anyone or to fire anyone. You cannot motivate. You cannot motivate indisciplined students to come to class because they are indisciplined. They do not know. They do not know. You cannot motivate an extremist to come to the are to be a social worker because they are not enthusiastically interested. Likewise, in an organization, motivation plays an important role. And organization behavior, motivation is a group task. Clear? Scope of motivation, you might have seen that individual, group, as well as the structure. Scope of organizational behavior, remember, individual scope, group scope, as well as structural scope. So motivation is a individual scope. Every employee needs to be motivated in order to work better, efficiently in an organization. When you will go to an organization, when you will join in an organization, you will find 40% of the working hour of the managers are devoted towards motivating their employees. 40% of their working hour. Every manager devote 40% of their working hour to motivate the employees. Because it is, you know that, I am giving an example, why the managers are devoting 40% of their duty hour towards motivating the employees. You can work for 10 hours, there will be no problem. You are a capable person, you are an efficient employee, you are well acquainted, you are well qualified, you are well trained, you are disciplined. You can work for 10 hours, there will be no problem at all. But it is very difficult on your part to make others to work even for 5 hours. Isn't it? You can work for
Yes, sir.
no problem. You can work for 10 hours, no problem. But it is very difficult on your part to make others to work for 5 hours. So you have to motivate them. And the motivation is related to performance of an employee. So organization managers devote 40% of their working hour towards motivating their employees so that the employee can be motivated and they can work better for the organization. Okay? Do you follow me?
Sir. Yes.
Write down 2 lines meaning of motivation. Write down 2 lines meaning of motivation. Motivation is a individual scope in the field of organizational behavior. Is a individual scope of organizational behavior. Over.
Yes, sir.
It is necessary. It is necessary to influence an employee. Influence an employee to work efficiently. To work efficiently for the benefit of organization. For the benefit of organization. Nowadays, organizational managers devote 40% of their working hour. 40% of their working hour towards motivating their employees. Towards motivating their employees. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then come to nature of motivation. Nature of motivation. Motivation related to the performance of an employee. Related to the performance of an employee. Hence, it is considered as an internal process of an employee. Different employees have different reasons and the motivation process is also different. And the motivation process is also different. And the motivation process is also different. Different motivation process is necessary in order to make an impact in the mind of an employee, in the minds of an employee, which influences to work better, Sometimes working environment in the organization also have an important role. HAVE have an important role for motivation. So, motivational process is individualistic in nature. Is individualistic in nature. Over.
Yes, sir.
Now go through it. Nature of motivation. What it say? Nature of motivation say that when individuals or employees of an organization have the duty and responsibility, it must have to be in an efficient way. So motivation is a system or motivation is a process by which it influences the employee. It make an impact in the mind of an employee to work better. When an employee work in an organization, there are different reasons for which he may satisfied or he may be dissatisfied. So when different reasons are there and different concepts are there or different reasons are there, the employee required to be motivated. So managers follow different type of motivational technique to the employees. So nature of motivation say that motivation is an important aspect. Motivation is an important process in the organization, which is an internal affair, which is an internal process in the mind of an employee. And sometimes the working condition or the working environment or the working situation plays an important role in motivating of an employee. So organization managers devote 40% of their working hour towards motivating the employees. Do you follow me or not?
Yes, sir.
Then come to importance of motivation. Why motivation is important? The following are some of the importances of motivation. The following are some of the importances of motivation. Number one, it influences human behavior. It influences human behavior. Over.
Motivation boosts the performance of the individual.
Boost the performance of the individual. Absolutely right. Number one, motivation influence the behavior of a person. Okay? Can you explain on your own or shall I dictate?
Yes, sir.
You can explain on your own this point or shall I dictate?
Yes, sir. I explain your own.
Your own. Second, motivation enables the managers. Motivation enables the managers to know the efficient employee or to measure the efficient employee. Okay, this is the
Yes, sir.
second importance. So why motivation is necessary? Third, it increases effectiveness of organization. It increases effectiveness of organization. Next, it enhances or increases. It means motivation. It increases technological complexity. It increases technological complexity. Next, growth and development of the organization. Growth and development of the organization. Last one, it facilitates changing system. It facilitates changing system. Over?
Yes, sir.
Hello? So these are the points which are important of motivation. Read these points and tell me which point is not understandable to you. I will explain and detect. If you can write on your own, then it is okay. Read all the points. The importance of motivation. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. Go through the points and tell me which point is not understandable to you. You cannot explain those points. I will explain and detail.
It enhances, increases technology and complexity.
This is one of the important aspect of motivation. Technological complexity, it enhances. Motivation, you know that technology changes rapidly. Technology changes very seriously every day. So workers must have to be updated. Workers must have to be adjusted according to the technological revolution, according to the technological change. So motivation is a process adopted by the managers which induces, which influences, which make an impact in the mind of the employee that you must be updated towards technology. If you lag behind the technology, then chances are there you may be an inefficient worker of the organization. To become an efficient worker of the organization, you must have to enhance the technological complexity arises during your work. The technological complexity which are a hindrance, which are a problem, which may be a difficulty for a worker, the motivation process minimizes that. Minimizes that means the worker can able to know that how the technological complexity can be wiped out, can be solved, can be minimized. In order to become an efficient worker, the worker must be well acquainted with the technological innovation, technological upgradation, technological renews, technological know-how. If he is lacking behind or he is not able to know the technological innovation or upgradation in technology, then chances are there he may be considered as one of the inefficient worker of the organization. So motivation is a process which enhances the technological complexity in the mind of a worker. Do you follow me or not?
Yes, sir.
Then what else?
Sir, last one, it facilitates changing system.
It facilitates changing system. We might have known that. Go through the scope of organization behavior. In scope of organization behavior, there is a structural scope. In structural scope, organization change and development. Okay. So organization changes. Change of organization is inevitable, is necessary, because to compete with other organizations and to adjust with the marketing situation. So when working environment changes and the organization climate changes, organization culture changes, so organization must have to be changed. So in order to change, always there is a resistance from the employees. Whenever there is a change, there must be a resistance. So in order to minimize those resistance or in order to solve the resistance of change, motivation is a process. Motivation induces, motivation influences, motivation encourages the employee that change is meant for good. Change is necessary, so organization should change so that they cannot resist, they cannot protest, they will not oppose the change in the organization structure. So motivation facilitates organizational change. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Then now you know meaning, nature, and importance of motivation. Fine? Are any doubt in
Yes,
it?
sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Then come to theories of motivation. Different theories have given by different behavioral scientists in motivation. We know that motivation changes the behavior of an employee. It is a behavioral science and it is also an internal process. What way you will be motivated, that way may not be applicable to me. The motivation process of an executive is completely different from the motivation of a worker. The motivation process of managing director is completely different from the motivation technique of a sweeper. So different writers have given different theories of motivation. Let us see some of the important theories of motivation. Okay.
Okay.
Number one theory, need theory, NEED, need theory. Need theory. Okay. Write down. What is this theory says? This theory introduced by A.H. Maslow, A for apple, H for honey, Maslow, MASLOW. This theory was introduced by A.H. Maslow. In his theory, he emphasized, he means Maslow, he emphasized need is the root cause of motivation. Need is the root cause of motivation. When need arises, motivation takes place. When need arises, motivation takes place. When one need is satisfied, another need take its place. Another need takes its place. So the hierarchy of need, hierarchy, HIERARCHY, the hierarchy of need is one of the important aspect. For motivation of an employee. Okay. Over.
Yes, sir. Over.
Then what they say? H. Maslow has introduced the need theory. This theory is known as need theory of motivation. Need theory of motivation say that need is the root cause of motivation. If a human being or if an employee has no need, then there is no necessity of motivation. And at the same time, he emphasized that when one need is satisfied, another need comes its place. So in order to satisfy that need, you have to motivate. First need satisfied, then second need comes its place. When second need is satisfied, third need comes its place. When third need is satisfied, fourth need comes its place. So when some persons are satisfied with the first need, others are satisfied with the second need, others are not satisfied even if third need is satisfied. So Maslow say need has a hierarchy. Hierarchy means position. Every human being has a need, and this need has some hierarchy, and according to the need hierarchy, motivation process is applicable. So this theory is popularly known as Maslow's hierarchy theory or Maslow's need hierarchy theory or hierarchy need theory of Maslow. Do you follow me or not?
Yes, sir.
Then come to
Yes, sir.
these needs, write down these needs of a human being of a human being is categorized or divided, whatever may be, is categorized like one, physiological need, physiological need, PHYSIOLOGICAL, physiological need, refers to necessity of life, necessity of life. What are the necessity of life? You know?
Food, shelter, clothing.
Exactly. So these are the physiological need of a person. Physiological need are the necessity of life like food, shelter, cloth, water, sex, etc. etc. Okay? These are known as physiological need. Second, safety need refers to safety need refers to those needs which arises after fulfillment of physiological need, after fulfillment of physiological need. This is a need, this is a need which enables a person, which enables a person to be out of danger, to be out of danger in future. In order to have a secure future, in order to have a secure future, a secured, secure future, safety need arises in human mind. Safety need arises in human mind. Like economical soundness. Economical soundness. Sufficient in food item. Sufficient in food item. Palatial building to live in. Palatial building to live in, etc., etc. Then third, social need. When safety need is satisfied or fulfilled, when safety need is fulfilled or satisfied, this need takes its place. This need takes its place. This need takes its place. In social need, the person or a human being is interested to be socially recognized. To be socially recognized. Over.
Yes, sir.
Then next need, esteem need. ESTEEM. Esteem need. When social need satisfied, when social need is satisfied, this need takes its place. This need takes its place. Like self-confidence. Like self-confidence. Achievement. Competency. Capability. And independent in character. And independent in character. This need enables a person. This need enables a person to be prestigious. To be prestigious. Next one is self-actualization need. Self-actualization. ACTUALISATION. Self-actualization need. This is the last hierarchy. This is the last hierarchy. In this need, the person become actualized.
Repeat, sir.
In this need, the person become actualized. Means there is no necessity of any further need. No necessity of any further need. Okay?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it over?
Yes.
Yes. So see this. These are the 5 needs he has introduced in need theory. Need theory of motivation or Maslow's need hierarchy theory say that every person has a need, and these needs are governed by some hierarchy, administered by some hierarchy, controlled by some hierarchy positions. What are those positions? The positions are physiological need, safety need, social need, esteem need, and self-actualization need. So primary need of a person is physiological need, and the last need of a person is self-actualization need. So what did the needs say? The needs say that when a particular need of a person is satisfied, then immediately another need take its place. So the person become unsatisfied or dissatisfied. But when a person is satisfied with a particular need, then no further need will come its place. Do you follow me or not? So he said that motivation can be possible by knowing or by interacting or by analyzing the need of a person. What is the level of need of a person? Accordingly, motivation is necessary. For example, A is satisfied, A is an employee, he is satisfied with physiological need. What is physiological need? Food, water, clothes, shelter, etc. etc. So A is satisfied with minimum food, water, shelter, clothes, etc. etc. But B is a person who is not satisfied with the physiological need. He wants to be the safety need. Safety need means A is satisfied that I have a 2-day meals or I have 2-time meals every day. That is enough for me. But B say that my food stock should last for 7 days. So he is not satisfied unless until food stocks with him is stored for 7 days. That is known as safety need. Because B thinks that if I can able to store food for 7 days, then I will be more safe than A. Do you follow me or not? So
Yes, sir.
motivational technique of A is completely different from motivational technique of B. Because B is not satisfied with the physiological need. He requires safety need, whereas A is satisfied with the physiological need. Okay? Then another need is social need. When safety need fulfilled, man desires to be socially acclaimed. When one have safety need, when someone is satisfied with his food stock, satisfied with his cloth, be satisfied with his shelter for 1 day, for 7 days, for 15 days, for 1 month, for 6 months, for 1 year, then he desires to be socially acclaimed. Socially acclaimed means social recognition should come to its point. He wants to be associated with social affairs. That is known as social need. So A is satisfied with the physiological need, B is satisfied with the safety need, but C is satisfied with social need. C is not satisfied with the physiological as well as safety need. He requires social need. So the motivation process of C will be different from B and A. Do you follow me or not?
Yes, sir.
Then next need is esteem need. When social need is fulfilled, man desires to be prestigious, to be honored. Esteem need refers to be honored, to be different from others. So when some person is satisfied with social need, another need immediate comes to its mind. That is known as esteem need. How to be prestigious. For example, A is satisfied with the physiological need. He has a thatched house. He is satisfied with that thatched house. But B requires safety need. He wants that if my house will be a building, then I will be safe in that house. Okay? Then after fulfilling of building the safety need, then social need comes into place. She is a person who says that I can make 3 to 4 buildings in different areas, in different districts, or in different localities, so that I can be socially acclaimed. So he wants to construct different 4 buildings in 4 different places. Okay, then D is a person who requires that I will be esteem need. Esteem need means to be prestigious. So I will make some buildings in different areas and give them on rent basis so that my prestige will increase in the society or in different area. So he is not satisfied with a thatched house or a building in a locality or 3 different buildings in 3 areas. He is required or he is interested to make different buildings in order to give it in a rent because he wants more prestige. Okay. Then next one is self-actualization need. E. Self-actualization need means to be differentiated from the society. When esteem need is satisfied, then another need take its place that is known as self-actualization need. This self-actualization need say that men should be differ from all other persons in the society. So it is said that these needs have a hierarchy. Different positions are there, and those different positions are required or to be satisfied by the manager through motivation. Motivation say that what is the need and how the need can be satisfied, and different techniques are followed for different needs. So Maslow said that as need is the root cause of motivation, if there is no need at all, there is no necessity of motivation. And when a need is there, motivation is necessary. And these needs have also different levels, different layers, different hierarchy. First comes physiological need, after that safety need, after that social need, after that esteem need, last one is self-actualization need. So all these needs are come to in the human mind in different way. So different processes of motivation is necessary. So it is said that remember nature of motivation. Nature of motivation say it is an internal feeling. Motivation is an internal feeling. In what way you will be motivated, that process may not be applicable to me. The motivation process of A is completely different from motivation process of B. So it is said that different techniques, different formulas, different processes are followed by the managers to motivate its employees. And need theory say as need is the root cause of motivation and different needs come to the mind of an employee. So managers must have to find out that what type of need is required with the employee, whether the employee needs a physiological need or whether the employee is in necessity for a safety need, whether social need is required by the employee or esteem need is necessary or self-actualization need is necessary. So accordingly, different motivation processes are followed by the managers. Do you follow me or not?
Yes, sir.
Then come to criticism. Criticism of the theory. Criticism of this theory. Number one, this theory is criticized. This theory is criticized on the ground of hierarchy. On the ground of hierarchy. Next, need is not necessary, or all the needs are not necessary. All the needs are not necessary for all employees. All the needs are not necessary for all employees. Next, need is guided by behavior. Need is guided by behavior. Last one is need is not a permanent feature. Need is not a permanent feature. Over. Tell me, which point is not understandable to you? Criticism. Which point is not understandable to you? You cannot write those criticisms. I will explain.
Sir, first.
What is that? Tell me the first.
This theory is criticized on the ground of hierarchy.
Okay, need is the. What is the first criticism?
This theory is criticized on the
This theory is criticized on the ground of the hierarchy.
This is the first criticism. Hierarchy. Need has some hierarchy. Maslow say that every need has some hierarchy. Hierarchy means position. First position is physiological need. Second position is safety need. Third position is social need. Fourth position is esteem need. Fifth position is self-actualization need. So higher to higher. So hierarchy, different positions. But these positions are not identical in character, are not same in character. You are satisfied with the physiological need. I am not satisfied with the safety need. X is not satisfied with the social need. Y is not satisfied with the esteem need. And Z is a person who is not interested for self-actualization need. So from this, that age need is not identical, is not uniform, it is not applicable equally for all. So hierarchy need is a defective process. Some criticisms or some critics criticize this theory on the ground of hierarchy. They said that Need is not an uniform or an identical nature. Need differs from person to person, and this hierarchy also differs from person to person. As need is differ and hierarchy is differ, so this theory does not hold good. This theory cannot be worked out. This theory is not practiced in organization. Do you follow me or not? Then what is
Yes, sir.
another point you are not able to understand?
Sir, please explain all points.
I have to detect.
Yes, sir.
We require detection, or you can write on your own. You can write
Write
your
our
own.
own.
Right, good. So now you know the criticisms. Then come to conclusion. Conclusion. By analyzing this theory, we come to conclusion that need is necessary and need is required for motivation. If there is no need, motivation does not arise. Motivation does not arise. So different motivational technique should be followed by the organization to motivate the employees. Okay. Now
Yes,
you
sir.
know meaning of motivation, nature of motivation, then importance of motivation, and theory of motivation and its conclusion. Is there any doubt?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Then the next chapter is your job satisfaction.
Satisfaction.
Yes. Yesterday we have told or we have discussed that we will complete 2 chapters from the syllabus, that is motivation and job satisfaction. Okay. Job
Yes, sir.
satisfaction. Write down. Job satisfaction introduction. Meaning of job satisfaction. Then characteristics of job satisfaction. Causes or sources of stress. Causes or sources of stress. Then effect of job satisfaction. Effect of job satisfaction. And management of job satisfaction. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So students, you might have known that
Okay, sir.
employees introduction of job satisfaction. Employees are always desire to work better for the organization, and employers are there who want to extract more and more from the employee, isn't it? If an employer pay rupees 10 as a salary, he is not satisfied when the employee work 9.99. The employer desires that the employee should give 10 or 10.1, not 9.99. Do you follow me or not? So always there is a
Yes, sir.
job frustration or there is a job dissatisfaction among the employees. So if this influences the behavior of an employee in the organization. If an employee dissatisfied with his job, if an employee is not satisfied with his job, then chances of his behavior changes. And when his behavior changes, the employee is not in a position to, the employee is not in a position to work better. And there are so many examples are there. Dissatisfied employees ruin the organization. So it is necessary and it is required on the part of the organization to satisfy an employee. On the other hand, job satisfaction should be one of the important reasons in organizational behavior. Do you follow me or not? When you will
Yes, sir.
when you will go to an organization, when you will be part and parcel of an organization, you always desire there should be a job satisfaction, whether it is a small job or it is a big job, whether it is an administrative job or whether it is an executive job, whether it is an advisory job or whether it is a supervisory job. Whatever job you have assigned, if you are not able to derive satisfaction out of that job, then your behavior changes. And when your behavior changes, it affects organization. So employees always care. Employee always desire. Employees always think that they will get maximum satisfaction out of their job. And at the same time, the employer thinks that what process should be followed, what procedure should be made, what plan and policy should be made, so that the employee will derive maximum satisfaction out of his job. And when a satisfied employee is working, his behavior will be positive and it leads to success of the organization. Do you follow me or not? Do you follow me or not? Write down
Yes,
meaning.
sir. Yes.
Write down meaning of job satisfaction, 2 lines. Every employee desires to work better, to work better for the organization. In this context, It is necessary. It is necessary on the part of the organizations. It is necessary on the part of the organizations to provide a suitable working condition. A suitable working condition to all of its employees. To all of its employees, irrespective of post and position. Irrespective of post and position. So, the employee can work better and the employee can work better. A satisfied employee proves to be an asset for the organization. An asset for the organization. Okay? It is over.
Okay.
Then you know meaning. Then come to next heading. What is that?
Purchase.
Hello? What is the next heading? Introduction, then
Characteristics of job satisfaction.
characteristics of job satisfaction. Characteristics. What are the features of job satisfaction? How you can know that you have job satisfaction? How an employee can be known that he is satisfied with his job? And how you can know that an employee is dissatisfied with his job? What are the characteristics? Write down. The following are some of the characteristics of job satisfaction. The following are some of the characteristics of job satisfaction. Number one, free from frustration. Free from frustration. Number two, deprivation. Deprivation. Number three, conflict. Number four, exploitation. Exploitation. Number five, financial benefit. Okay.
Yes, sir.
These are some of the characteristics. If these characteristics are there, are fulfilled, then only job satisfaction will be the result. So an employee can derive satisfaction out of his job when all these characteristics are fulfilled. All these characteristics are fulfilled means the employee can get job satisfaction only when these conditions are prevail in the organizational level. We will come one by one. Okay. Number one, what is that?
Free from frustration.
Free from frustration.
Frustration. It is easy. Very simple.
Yes, sir.
What frustration means? When the employee is not interested in his job, then frustration. When you will be frustrated? You will be frustrated when you are not able to get your desired. जहाँ आशा करुच जहाँ इच्छा करुच सेटा जदि तुमको न मिलला ताहले फ्रस्ट्रेशन बढ़िला ना नहीं
Yes, sir.
जेतिकी मिलिची सेतिकी रे जदि सेटिस्फाई रहिलो ताहले फ्रस्ट्रेशन हबो नाही डू यू फॉलो मी और नॉट so when an employee is not able to get what is desired from his job then there will be a frustration so when there is a frustration job satisfaction is impossible do you follow me or not
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
you can write your own
Yes, sir.
then come to second point. What is that?
Deprivation.
Deprivation.
Deprivation. This is another. When someone is deprived something, when someone is deprived. For example, if a doctor is not posted as a doctor in a hospital, deprived. After having a degree or after having a degree or diploma or after having requisite qualification, if a person is not getting his adequate post, then he is deprived of. He is deprived of. Sometimes organizations are not giving promotion to the deserved one. They are deprived of that. Do you follow me or not? So when there is a deprivation, there arises frustration. When there is a frustration, job satisfaction is not possible. So in order to have justification job satisfaction, one should not be deprived of his required or requisite requirement, necessity, or whatever he deserves. So when the deserve is not fulfilled, when the requirement is not fulfilled, when the necessities are not met, then deprivation is the result, and deprivation leads to job dissatisfaction. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next.
Yes, sir.
Conflict.
Conflict.
Conflict. This is another important aspect in modern organizations now. In modern organizations, you might have seen when you will go to an organization, you will find that people are there, or employees are there, where conflict is the regular feature. Conflict means misunderstanding among the employees. If misunderstanding go to the extreme step, there arises a conflict. On the other hand, if employees are not adjustable each other, I have told you interpersonal relationship, isn't it? So if interpersonal relationship are not proper, then there arises a conflict. And conflict means there may be two reasons. Conflict is a separate chapter in human resource management. Conflict is a special chapter in human resource management. When you will get a scope to do MBA in HR specialization, their conflict is a special chapter, separate chapter. It will take 4 to 5 classes. At the time, you just remember that if conflict is the result, if the job is conflict proof, or if the job is conflict ridden, then chances of satisfaction is not. So job satisfaction is not possible when there is a conflict among workers. Inter-conflict, intra-conflict. Two types of conflicts are there. When different workers in the same department have arrived into a disagreement, and when different department employees are come into a disagreement. So when the employees are not adjusted, when the relationship among the employees are not proper, there arises a conflict. And when there is a conflict in the job, job satisfaction is not possible. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And next one,
Exploitation.
exploitation, very clear. Exploitation. You might have seen that in most of the modern organizations, particularly in private organizations, what happens? organization are sour, not sweet. Organization, employer and employee is a sour, not sweet. This is due to the exploitation. Exploitation means the working hour decided by the organization is 8 hours, for example. But organization will tell you or compel you to work for 10 hours. Exploitation. Do you follow me or not?
Yes, sir.
Or the organization will assure that it will give you 100 rupees as incentive. But at the end, it will give you 80 rupees instead of 100 rupees. Exploitation. Okay? So exploitation means the will and pleasure is not protected. When will and pleasure is not protected, it is known as exploitation. So exploitation is the root cause of job dissatisfaction. Job satisfaction can be possible when the job is free from exploitation. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Next,
Financial
Financial
benefit.
benefit.
financial benefit. Very simple. Very simple. Finance is the necessity. It is the blood of a business organization. Finance is the blood of a business organization. You might have known that Salman Khan is a superstar. He is a superstar, but he is getting crores of rupees for his role. But he is coming as a in advertisement of that Ganji and Chodi, isn't it? Dixie. The reason is financial benefit. Financial benefit. Workers are working, employees are working, and their sole aim is, or the main purpose behind working is to get financial benefit. If financial benefit is not desirable, if not satisfiable, if not as per the requirement, then there arises job dissatisfaction. Okay? So financial benefit should be appropriate, should be justified, should be rational in job. Otherwise, there will be job dissatisfaction. Clear?
Yes, sir.
You can write your own. Or any difficulty will be there. You will face any difficulty. Nije lekhi paribo na
No,
nahi?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then what is another heading?
Cause or suppressor stress.
Reasons of job satisfaction. Write down. The following are some of the reasons of job satisfaction. Lekho. Number 1, suitable working condition or environment. Suitable working condition. Number 2, pro management system. Pro management system. Next, adequate financial benefit. Next, leaders are competent. Leaders are competent. Next, job specialization. Job specialization. Next, rationality. Rationality. Next, free from red tape. Free from red tape. REDTAPE, red tape. Okay? Over.
Yes, sir.
These are some of the reasons of job satisfaction. We will come one by one. Tell me which point is not understandable to you. I will explain. These are some of the reasons, or these are some of the causes for job satisfaction. If all these reasons are there, an employee will derive job satisfaction out of that. If these reasons are not there in an organization, chances of this satisfaction will be there. So tell me which point is not understandable to you. I will explain.
Rationality.
Rationality means write down. Rationality refers to non-interference in job. Non-interference. It is necessary. It is necessary to give independence. To give independence to a worker. To work in his capacity. To work in his capacity. It is not desirable. It is not desirable to interfere. To interfere with the work of the employee. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Rationality, free hand, non-interference in the work. If the superior is or if the colleagues interfere the work of the employee, then it creates dissatisfaction. Job satisfaction can only be possible when the employee will be given a free hand in working. Whatever duty, whatever responsibility assigned to him in the organization structure, he is free to work. He must be independent in working. If there is a pressure, if there is an exploitation, if there is a motivation, if there is a interference in work, then job dissatisfaction will be the result. A worker can get satisfaction only when he can work independently, free hand. There should be no interference. There should be no pressure. There should be no nepotism while working in the organization as a capacity by a worker. Okay? This is known as rationality, non-interference in working. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Tell me which other point is not understandable to you?
Free from red tape.
Free from
Red tape.
red tape. Yes, write down. Red tape means REDTAPE. Red tape means slow progress. Slow progress. Work should be free from red tapeism. red tapeism in the organization. This will create job satisfaction among the employee. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is red tapeism? If you will go to a government organization, you will find red tapeism. Red tapeism means slow progress of work. When you will go to an organization, government organization particularly, you will find that the workers carry out their work with a file. Every worker make the work with a file, and the file has been tagged with different tapes. The tapes are red tape, yellow tape, and a blue tape. Okay. If the color of the tape is blue, then that file is considered to be less important. That is a routine work. When a blue tape is attached to a file, the employee will consider that it is a regular work, day-to-day work. He will not attach more importance towards that. If a file is attached with a yellow tape, he will consider it is less urgent. So he will attend according to his will and pleasure. But if a file is attached with a red tape, he will consider it as a most urgent work. So he will attend that file immediately. And all other tape files will remain as usual due to their urgency. So if work is carried on red tape regime, that means on the basis of red tape, only urgency work will be carried out, less urgent will not give importance, and regular or day-to-day work will remain constrained, then the job will be dissatisfied. The employee will be dissatisfied. So the work of an employee should be free from red tapeism. That means whatever may be the work, he should clear it or he should do it without any obstacle, without any difficulty. Whether it is a blue tape, whether it is a yellow tape, whether it is a red tape, he should consider that all the works are equally important. Then only he will find job satisfaction. Clear? Then now you know the different
management system.
pro management. You will know this when you will work in an organization. In an organization, the employees are facing two type of management system. One is a pro management system and another is a anti management system. Okay, what is a pro management system? Pro management system is a situation where the employees never oppose the rules, regulations, procedure and plans made by the employer. That is known as a pro management system. Do you follow me or not? Employees never oppose. Employees never obstruct. Employees never go against the policy, the procedure, the program, the plan made by the employer. That is known as a pro management system. And just reverse is anti management system. Anti management system means the employees go against rules, regulations, plans, procedures, programs made by the employer. So job satisfaction can only be possible in those situations where there is a pro management system. Pro management system means the rule, regulation, plan, procedure, program is favorable to the employee. Do you follow me or not? If plan procedures are
Yes, sir.
favorable to the employee, then they go against it, they oppose it. So pro-management system enables an employee to get job satisfaction out of that. Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now you know what are the reasons of job satisfaction. Are any doubt in it?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Then come to how you can manage when there is a job dissatisfaction. We know that job satisfaction is necessary. Employees should derive job satisfaction. But if what the organization will do when there is a job dissatisfaction, or how an organization can manage job satisfaction. Okay, write down. The following are some of the steps. The following are some of the steps where organization can manage job satisfaction. Kala? Number
Yes,
one,
sir.
Yes.
feeling of the employee. Feelings of the employee. Second, share disappointment. SHARE, share disappointment. Third, physical effect. Physical effect. Fourth, social effect. Social effect. Then the last one is effect on workplace. Effect on workplace. Okay? Is it over?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Now
sir.
we will see how organization will deal when there is a job dissatisfaction. But if an employee is dissatisfied, what the organization will do? These are some of the remedial measures taken by the organization in order to satisfy an employee so far as his job is concerned. Do you follow me or not? Chances are there,
Yes, sir.
employee can be dissatisfied. So when the employee are dissatisfied, what is the role of the organization? This is known as how to manage job dissatisfaction, or how to manage or how to protect job satisfaction. Number one is feeling of the employee. Nanai, this is most important concern. Important concern. How the employee feel about the job. How the employee feel about the job. That is most important consideration on the part of the organization to know the feeling of the employee. Feeling of the employee means the aspirations, the expectations, and the result thereof by the employee. What the employee desires and what he is. What is the expectation level of the employee and what is present situation. These are some of the feelings. So it is necessary on the part of the organization to consider, to rectify, to know the feeling of the employees. Feeling of the employees is one of the important consideration to create job satisfaction. If the employee's feeling is not protected, if the feeling of the employee is not honored, then chances of job dissatisfaction will be the result. So in order to have job satisfaction among the employees, it is desirable on the part of the organization to protect, to secure, to honor the feelings of the employees. Okay, what is the feeling, what is the expectation, and what is the result? Do you follow me or not?
Yes, sir.
Can you write on your own?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, come to second one.
Their disappointment.
Their disappointment.
Share disappointment. This is another disappointment. The humanitarian character of the organization leads to job satisfaction. Share disappointment. You might have seen in stations, railway stations, and in airports or in public places. There is a boarding or there is a plate. May I help you? Have you seen?
Yes, sir.
In stations, railway stations, there is a board written, may I help you? In airport, there is a board, may I help you? What does it mean? It means to share the disappointment of the travelers. Okay? If a traveler
Yes, sir.
or a tourist face some difficulty, then the counter will share it by providing a helping hand. Okay, this minimizes the disappointment with the traveler. Likewise, when organization consists of employer and employee, it is desirable on the part of the employer to share the disappointment among the employees. Why the employee is disappointed? What make an employee to be disappointed? If that can be shared properly, then only the job satisfaction will be the result. Do you follow me or not?
Yes, sir.
Then next one is
Physical effect.
very clear. Physical effect. What is that physical effect? Physical effect means suffering from any disease, cold, cough, headache, etc. These are a physical effect. Follow me or not? It may be there are chances an employee can suffer from cold. Chances are there. Employee can suffer from headache. Do you follow me or not? These are the physical effect of an employee. So you have to consider that. If an employee is suffering from cold, if an employee suffering from sleepless night, if an employee has some accident, then his contribution may affect. So organization should consider this physical effect so that job satisfaction can be possible. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Social effect. You might have known that organizations are provide Shramashri Award, Shramabhushan Award. In army, you will find Kirti Chakra, Shaurya Chakra. These are some of the awards given to the employee. Why this is so? For meritorious service, isn't it? So when an employee is a dignified employee, when an employee is a competent employee, when his employee is a productive employee, honor him socially, recognize him socially. Social recognition plays an important role on the part of an employee to be satisfied with the job. If an employee is not socially recognized, if an employee is not socially honored, if society does not recognize an employee about his job, then job dissatisfaction may be the result. Okay. Then the last one
Yes,
is
sir.
effect in
Effect on workplace.
workplace. जो कर्म संस्थान रे कौन तार असुविधा होची जोटी कार्य करूची इन वर्क प्लेस व्हाट आर द डिफिकल्टीज whether there is a proper chair and table, whether it is well equipped or not, whether air conditioned rooms are available or not, whether it is associated with any modern devices like computer, etc., etc. Okay, all the facilities in workplace increases job satisfaction. If workplace effects are not considered, then job dissatisfaction is the result. So, in order to manage job satisfaction, the organization should be very careful. The organization should be very adjustable about the requirement of the employee so that employee can get job satisfaction, and a satisfied employee is considered as a asset of the organization. Do you follow me or not?
Yes, sir.
Then come to conclusion. Write down conclusion. हाँ कहो हाँ 5 मिनट 10 मिनट अच्छी 10 मिनट पे फोन conclusion. Job satisfaction, write down 2 lines. Job satisfaction is an important requirement job satisfaction is a important requirement in organizational behavior. In organizational behavior, a satisfied employee is considered as an asset for the organization. The behavior of an employee changes. The behavior of an employee changes with job satisfaction. With job satisfaction. There are different reasons. There are different reasons of job dissatisfaction. Of job dissatisfaction. But it is necessary to manage job satisfaction. Nowadays, most of the organization, nowadays, most of the organization are trying their best to satisfy the employee, because success and failure of an organization depends on job satisfaction of an employee. Okay.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me which portion is difficult on your part or you are not able to understand. Today we have covered motivation and job satisfaction. Read it. Go through the study material. If any problem is there, ask me in the next class or in the coming class. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Then
sir.
tell me what we will cover in the coming class. What will you cover in this coming class?
Communication, leadership,
Hmm?
communication
Okay.
and leadership.
Leadership. Okay. ठीक है. Tomorrow we will complete communication and leadership. Fine.
Yes, sir.
First hour 9 to 10 we will devote communication, and from 10 to 11 we will cover leadership. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And for the time
Yes, sir.
being, you just go through the study material PDF with you.
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, assignment
Tomorrow timing 9,
time
9 to 11.
time same 9 to 11.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Or
Thank you.
is there any necessity to discuss about the assignment question? Or have you go through the assignment question, or are you competent enough or comfortable to answer the assignment questions? You know the assignment question,
Yes, sir.
and have you gone through the questions?
Yes, sir.
Is there any difficulty?
No, sir.
Fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming class, we will discuss communication and leadership. And leadership. 9 to 10, we will devote on communication. From 10 to 11, it will be leadership coverage. Okay, okay.